myself into sleep mode so quickly. There we go. So this is the Nintendo Switch version of Deadly Premonition. It's been pretty good. We have had a few crashes at pivotal moments of the streams, but oh shit, just slapped my microphone. Not nearly as bad as like the Steam version, not nearly as crusty as the PS3 version. I've never played the Xbox version, but I think that one's decent. So this is the Deadly Premonition. It's called Deadly Premonition Origins. It's just not the director's cut. So there's a couple things missing that would be in the... Whoa. On the wrong screen. There we go. There we go. They put out some new stills for the new one that's coming out. It looks pretty interesting. There's like skateboarding. York looks a little weird, but I think it must be like the flashback version or like the prequel version. They looked at some of the characters.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't want to spoil it, I guess, for anyone. I wasn't thinking about it, but it's not really spoilers. It's just like information that's in the instruction manual, I guess. There's a couple things. May as well watch this real quick. I haven't seen this in a minute.
It's dangerous to run around here, boys.
Yeah.
Grandpa, hurry.
Hurry up, Grandpa.
You're too slow.
Yeah, the director's cut is pretty good. I don't know why they wouldn't have done that instead of just the other version, but whatever. It's really like pretty negligible differences, but I always forget that the entire cutscene at the beginning of the game with like the grandpa and granddaughter is just in the director's cut. It's not in this version. Some cutscenes. You can also get a house. And York, you know, can do a few more like little quality of life things that he can't do in the normal version. It's nothing major. Ugh, it's so fucking gross looking. Open wounds. The audio is crunchy even in this one sometimes. For how much I like horror games and just horror in general, I don't really like body horror that much. Like I understand, but not really my thing. Do you understand? Deadly Premonition. I don't think I've watched this all the way through in a long ass time. I forgot there's this much in the little intro demo. That doesn't really scare me, but it doesn't really like... Like, if that's all a movie's about, like, I'm not really super interested. It has to be kind of interesting, too. Like, I don't know. Like, stuff like Hostel and Saw. Like, after the second Saw movie or so, it's just, like, so stupid. But then, like, some trauma films and stuff like that are awesome, I think. Like, it has to be practical effects. But then I guess then we're not even talking about video games at that point. Like, that I can actually appreciate a lot of stuff. Like Hostel with, like, the eye horror and stuff like that. Fucking hate that. And not even, like, Dead Space levels of eye horror, but, like, eyes dangling out of sockets. Like, I don't know, I hate that. For no reason. And then were they, like, cutting people's, like, hamstrings and stuff like that? Like, the fucking movie sucked. Yeah, I love The Toxic Avenger. Oh, yeah, the fucking switch dims after, like, 10 minutes of just, like, sitting there. Boom, boom. Boom. So what are we at? Episode 2, Part 2? I would, Zach. Let's restart here.
Previously during the investigation.
I'm Kaysen, Forrest Kaysen.
Thomas, did you see Nick here?
No. When I got here, he was already like this.
Some shit went
Out of
down.
the way! I'll do it!
George, stay back. She's trying to speak.
No! It couldn't be! Nick! Oh, please, no!
You got us good this time, Zach.
Ba, ba, ba. All right. I don't remember saving in the middle of hell times, but I guess we're going in here. So we going in? Oh, right, you gotta go around back. I remember. Yeah, the flies help, like, repel the rain. It's a real strategy. Also, the mixing in this game, I don't think it's as bad, just like with the action and stuff, but later on, when people start talking.
Great. Nice shot.
It's way too loud, like the music and stuff. Why can't I shoot?
Bullseye. Great.
Bullseye, great. Do I have to do just kill everything over here?
Amazing. Great. Nice shot. Nice shot. Amazing. Nice shot. Great.
Amazing. Yeah, any bullets we can get. Wow, the frame rate just like totally dipped on that. I don't know why I said that like I was from Minnesota too. Amazing.
Amazing. Nice shot. Bullseye.
Or is there something you actually have to do here? No?
Great. Bullseye.
Whoa, what the fuck? That guy just exploded. I've never seen that happen before. Fuck.
Great. Bullseye.
The fountain was like blocking all the bullets. No!
Amazing. Great. Bullseye. Amazing. Yes.
More bullets. Also, Susie Spearhunter put out like a really good video about RE8 today. Speculating about like a lot of the stuff that was happening in the game and some stuff about Chris. Got me a little bit more excited for it. You have to like go back and report. Also the chat is all fucked up. Oh yeah, Chris. It could like not be Chris too, I was thinking. With how fucking weird the game has gotten. Like, remember they had like this guy looking like, oh, here we go, this is a different area. Like, Chris looked completely different in RE6 compared to RE7 at the end. What if there's two different Chris's? Like Umbrella like cloned him or something like that. Right? That's really not that insane, is it? So there's one Chris that looks like Chris from RE6. And then there's this other Chris from the end of RE7. Dude, they always have this guy looking completely different. Chris Prime, Mega Chris. Chris Omega. How deep does it go, though? Is there like a voice?
Emily, I want you guys to...
Wait out here, I know. I'm not gonna fight you about this anymore. But promise me this. If there's trouble, then you'll call us in, okay? You might not think so, but we're a team.
Team.
That's what I think, at least, and I'm interested in you and Zach. I don't want anything to happen to you before I hear more about you two.
Ah, fuck yeah, I forgot to put the bot back on. I fucked up. Also, Tarkov, for anyone who hasn't, I'm sure not as many people watching right now play, but they've had drops on for people on Twitch. And I haven't even started playing yet this patch. I'm just kind of like...
She wants to know more about you.
Collecting items.
Isn't that a nice surprise? Amazing.
From the drops, it's awesome. Get on that shit. It rained on all your stuff. You just get that fresh Febreze smell now. You should probably be saving as often as possible too in this game. It's already crashed twice on us. Although I think out of all consoles, it seems like Switch games kind of do crash a little bit more often. It would not be the first time I've had a Switch game just like straight up crash on me. What the hell was that? What the fuck was that? Oh, it was the other wall.
Bullseye. Amazing. Nice shot.
Hey, you get that after rain smell now.
Bullseye.
It's great. I already have that. Does this remaster change the level order? No, I don't think so. Should get rid of all these boxes. Because you know we're gonna have to get chased back through here by the fucking raincoat hunter. Raincoat killer, rather. I swear I know his name. Yeah, it's probably just the porting, I would assume. Droplets of blood from the ceiling. The blood's still fresh. Could it be the victims? No, York. No, I just started a minute ago. A little while ago. Doesn't it say by default on Twitch's what was that? On the Twitch page now, doesn't it say how long you've been live for? I know that FFZ had that as a feature, but I thought that they added that for everybody now. I mean, I'm a couple out. I'm like 8 hours in to the game at this point. At least. Look at this painting. Like, half of it is one texture, the other half is a pale portrait on a red background, greeting us with a creepy smile. It's supposed to be like the faces. Yeah, I could probably use that. Yeah, I started this at the end of May, I guess. The 23rd, I think. What does that sound? Oh, it's the girls. I forgot about this enemy. This is like the most annoying enemy in the entire game. Yeah, it's just a little package of band-aids. It'd be funny if it was like SpongeBob band-aids or something. Yeah, I hate this guy. These little girls around here. I don't understand why they're here either. Like, why are they like girls from the ring with no skin? I mean, they're spooky, but it feels like they don't belong. I thought B's bottom, okay. Watch out for those vape clouds. I think she touches you, it's like an instant death. There we go. Some real first aid. Yeah, I would imagine the game that he wanted to make would probably be more like D4 or something like that. You know? Or, more stuff related to actually, like, interacting with people, I think, instead of just, like, action. I don't know. I wonder if they would ever remaster it or, like, remake it someday. I guess anything's possible. LA Noir, what about it? Whoop. What about it? I would like to play it, but one of these days. I guess that's one nice thing about Rockstar releasing GTA 5 like 8 times in a row. So I can go back and play the other games I've never played before they put out. Like Bully, I've never played. LA Noir. I guess that's really about it. It's too foggy. Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood you as a... Mind is wandering quickly. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I imagine that would be a bit more interesting. Minus some of the driving and shooting. I think that would be...
This is the...
more along
entrance.
the lines of Twin Peaks, too. How many pieces do we have? Nothing.
You? What are you doing here?
You.
So it was you. Much
GTA
more
5
something
too.
I'm impressed. No! Don't! I'm not gonna stop!
Getting stabbed? Yeah, I don't... would imagine. Cigarette
Too much
looks
noise.
so weird, too.
We're still missing a vital piece of the puzzle.
What did he just put a cigarette in? A little case? Nobody to greet us, of course. Nah, okay. Hey, he has like his own little like mini ashtray he carries around with him. I've never noticed that before. Never noticed that. A hand tree. He's got the Virginia Slims. Shoot the apple. It's like a little toadstool. I thought that was everything. Ripe apple. Oh, yeah, we only have like a little bit of time here. Right, so the apples go in the different spots that correspond to people dying or not. So that's him as an old man. That means it's, red, right? No? Do I not have all of them? Another apple on there? Think that wouldn't be ripe? I thought ripe was when... Nah, never mind. Alright. You gotta bounce. I didn't even realize that they're like holding the apple in the picture. I'm an idiot. Complete idiot. Yeah, I guess ripe could be interpreted as old in some ways. I get it.
Yes. Amazing.
Amazing.
Yes. Nice shot.
Nice shot. The other one's down here, I think. Is she?
Bullseye. Great. Bullseye.
More? Boom.
Nice shot. Great.
She's got a fucking shotgun. Really? It just gets more purple. It's funny. Fuck the shotgun. Could buy one later, I suppose. A red seed would be an important clue in solving this case. Boom. Not now, not now. Yeah, but then I have to like go through my inventory and organize things. It'll be back later. much ammo do I have for this? No more. I guess I could ditch that. I do need some food. Boom. It's kind of up for you to decide, I guess, Critical, in some ways. I mean, it's implied that this is like his way of working through the case, but then again, people are actually getting murdered, so it is happening. So who knows? Okay. Red vines are entangled around a guiding rope. A no-go for sure. Can't go that way, Zach. All right. Here, oh, there it is. Oh yeah, that is really good. Just like line up the shots. Pretty good. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Yeah, the audio is pretty funny in this game. It's not amazing. Or in this port, I should say. But it's never been really that great, so. Up the stiletto shoe. Getting there. No, I don't think it's being played through that bad.
You? What are you doing here? So it was you. Much more astonishing than I imagined. I'm impressed. No! Don't! I'm not gonna stop!
He's got a mask on. Psycho Mantis. What does it mean? What does it mean? Fucking wrecked. I like how the red vines are just like in annoying places. Just to piss you off. Just to fuck with you a little bit. Does York die if you fill up the heartbeat meter? Yeah, kind of. He has a heart attack. Shit. Ah! Oh my god, that hurt my ears.
Yes.
Like, blew them up. What's it mean? An upside-down peace mark has been drawn in blood in this circular painting. Not part of her collection, I figure. You got reverse peace sign. It always sounds like a Mega Man thing.
You? What are you doing here? So it was you. Much more astonishing than I imagined. I'm impressed. No! Don't! I'm not gonna stop!
Blood so red. Another ghost. Well, yeah, they're doing not good things with the wound. If you've ever completed the game. There's like a couple items in here. Something like that. Fuck it. Save. Well, the peace sign's just based on, like... What, like, airfield signals or something like that? Like, holding those flags in certain ways, so... Holding them both up at that angle means peace. Right? Isn't that what it's derived from? So holding them both down means something completely different. Or up, rather. I don't know. Something like that. Should probably break these. Don't mind if I do. Little first aid kit. It's time to fight another little ghost girl. I think this kills her way quicker. Yeah, that was awesome. That makes those fights way less painful. Oh my god. Sucks. The pipe was so much better for breaking these things. The knife breaks? I didn't even realize that. Did not realize things had durability. The pistol? It's true. Committed now. Next time. Yeah, I guess I just never thought about the durability meter. I don't know. Go, hurry! There she is. Disgusting. It's just like, what, 3 shots? I'm pretty sure you can get, like, upgraded guns by doing something later on. Whoa. Oh, no! Just enough time. Just enough. I almost forgot to cancel my hotel room for TMG. I just realized a couple hours ago. I was like, oh shit. That would have sucked. Still have a week. If I had forgotten for a few more days, I might have been boned on that. I kept thinking like, oh, I'll cancel it eventually. I just thought about it tonight. They're pretty generous with the save rooms in this game, gotta say. No, that would not have been good. Let's take a little nap, York. Let's get a good moderate sleep. Those guys were outside, like, what the fuck is going on in there? Oh, I don't have a lot of food. That should be good for now. Oh, it's locked. Let's do it. Shoot the lock. The locks look so strange. The doorknobs look weird. Some strange little quirky designs in this game. Oh, it's locked. Oops. Fucked up. Boom. Here we go. Something finally happening. Oh, right.
Nick.
Oh, shit.
Where are you? Answer me! Come on, open up! Diane?
George, call for assistance with the body.
Wait! She's still alive.
Diane, don't move. Don't move your hands and stay still.
George, it's no good. It won't budge.
Emily, stand back.
There's not enough time. George! Catch us!
Her hair was just like freaking out.
Thomas, call an ambulance.
What? What?
Agent York, George, are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. I think I'm too old to be an acrobat, though.
Diane looks okay too. She should be able to tell us who did this to her.
God, I hope so. But you, George, quite a catch. I'm impressed.
George? Diane.
Ocean, what a beautiful beach. The reaching ranking veer off into many directions, culminating in sharp voices glide away into nothingness, inspiring a truly deep eroticism in all who clear. Every woman will find herself about being penetrated by those sharp voices. This piece is most unimaginable together. And yes, this is far more than a wooden piece of art. It is a piece
Oh yeah, I
of
forgot the
magic.
blood's green. That's awesome. I think it looks even funnier.
Come closer. Begging speech.
I turned it on, just joking around, but I think it's funny. Oh, one idol.
Stop right there, Nick. You're under arrest for the attempted murder of Diane Ames. Huh. Back off! Don't touch me!
Well,
Diane, no! Move!
Emily, hurry!
I requested and
Thomas, we'll need a body bag too. Nick, quiet.
Can you
Quiet.
hear that?
Hmm?
I think he wants us to follow him. Shall we follow, Zach?
I think he wants us to follow him. Hold on a second. Is Zach even real? Are you even real? Huh? Huh? Willie's just walking in the blood. Lord of the Flies. Willie, where are we going? Bum, 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 bum. Which way, buddy? Which way are we going? The Fly Master. They call him bump 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 bump. All right, now where are we going, Willie? Where are we going? We following the blood? York just looks like he's very busy when you do that like that. Frame by frame. Going to work. All right, now what, Willie? An elevator for carrying paintings. This is made for human use. Guess we'll have to use the stairs. Yeah, Willie's Kaysen's boss. What, Willie? The door with the blood leading to it? Surely a little suspicious. But it could mean a million things. Could mean a bunch of things. Yeah, a woman was just crushed to death, and now I'm just following a dog around with cheerful music in the background.
Willie, are you out there?
Kaysen, what are you doing in there?
York, is that you? Thank God. I can't get this door open. Can you unlock it from your side?
Kaysen, stand away from the door.
Where's Diane? And what are you doing here?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
Well, let's just say I have my reasons, you know, private reasons. I don't really have to tell you, do I?
Actually, you do. Diane just died a moment ago.
What?
You're not just a key witness now. You're now a suspect. And you need to tell me exactly what you were doing here.
Well, I just came here to talk with Diane. To have a conversation.
And I suppose that kiss mark on your cheek is from your conversation.
This was just a spur-of-the-moment thing.
Which is exactly what killed Diane.
Okay. I came here to be with Diane. You happy now? We've been together before, a couple times. It's one of the reasons why I like coming to this town, see? This time is no different. I bumped into her in a bar in Seattle. I had some holiday coming up.
All the flies.
Well, so I just took it and I drove her back here. I have a wife, you know, but we've been separated for a while. We're going through a divorce right now, and I don't want her lawyer finding out.
Be a fly on the wall.
Anyway, how could I kill Diane if I was in a room locked from the outside? 2 hours ago, me and Diane, we were taking it easy, drinking upstairs. We were, enjoying ourselves. Then Nick had to show up. Well, then Diane had a sudden change of heart. She locked me up in here. I've just been here, waiting for her to come back, of course, but she didn't. I heard footsteps a couple of times, but they just passed by. Well, then I couldn't wait anymore, so I let Willie here out through the window. Then you showed up instead of Diane.
Zach, Diane has become the third victim of our killer. And nada from questioning Nick. Nothing. Got no new leads from questioning Nick. He's taken the death of Diane really badly. In shock, the works. He claims to have liked talking with her about art. But he also had a problem with her views about men. He says that they argued, but not at a level that would lead to a murder. They were about to head out to the bar again together. But while he was waiting for Diane, someone knocked him out cold. He has no idea who it was, either. Of course, Kaysen looks like a prime suspect. But that door was locked from the outside. There was no other way in or out of that room. Which means there is no evidence of his involvement at this time. He did say something else. The footsteps he heard outside the room were not heels, but a man's boots. And Nick was wearing boots. But now that Diane's dead, no one can back up Nick's statement. Which is why we have Nick in custody and have to let Kaysen go free. That seemed like the only option, at least for now. One more thing, Zach. George looked terribly depressed. I guess this case is really getting to him. He's feeling responsible for the deaths of Becky and Diane.
Jesus.
Take his rules and confidence away from him.
Swell in the music, it's
What's
like...
left? Well, of course, he'd still have muscle.
Can you hear me? Oh no, I fucked up.
Zach, let's get back to the hotel. First Anna, then Becky, now Diane. I'm not looking forward to writing this investigation report.
Agent Morgan. York. Do you have a moment?
What is it, George?
There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Do you have any time later?
Can't we just do it here?
If possible, I'd like to go to a bar. Of course, we don't really have to.
A bar? Now that sounds like a good idea. Zach, what do you think? We can go drinking with George, or turn him down and head back to the hotel.
Let's go for a drink.
George, that scar on your cheek. Where did you get it?
This?
Look at the people in the
Didn't
bar.
I tell you? Well, it's not from work.
Where'd you get your
I got it when I was a kid.
A childhood injury. Tree climbing? I used to get a few scrapes myself climbing the big tree in our backyard. I used to climb it a lot. And fall out of it a lot.
This wasn't anything like that, though. It was my mother. She did it.
I'm sorry, George.
Don't worry. It's ancient history. The world is flooded with unreasonable violence. The strong overpower the weak. The Adults over children, men over women, and criminals over their victims. I have no memories of my father. He left before I knew him. My mother would hit me every time I asked why. And it didn't stop there. If I ate too slow, left my shoes scattered around, TV volume too loud, she found reasons to hit me. Hit me bad. The worst was what she called the tree punishment. She'd whip my back with these thin tree branches like a whip.
Jeez.
Please, Mama. I won't do it again. That hurts, Mama. I'm sorry, please. I'm sorry.
George.
Tree punishment was definitely the worst, I tell you.
Tree punishment?
Just hearing those words used to make me shiver and want to pass out. And that's why I didn't want to show you those scars on my back. Every time after the tree punishment, she'd always say the same thing. This is hurting the tree more than it is hurting you. And me, being a naive, dumb kid, I believed her. I went to the woods to apologize to the trees. I kept asking myself, why is she hurting me this way? I thought long and hard about it. In the end, I've just figured I'm weaker than her. That's why. It's the law of Mother Nature at work. The strong eat the weak.
But now, you have the power to protect the weak.
That's right. Perhaps I should thank my mother for guiding me into this line of work. York.
What's with the flies?
I've been an arrogant fool, haven't I? And if it weren't for me, both Becky and Diane would still be alive. I could have saved them both. You know, it's almost like they died because of me.
You're out of your mind.
I invited you to this bar for a drink, but I guess this bar is my confession chamber, and I wanted you to listen. And to tell you, well, you must already hate me for causing all these problems, not following your orders. York, I'm sorry. I'll follow your orders from now on. You'll have my total cooperation.
George, you've been as cooperative as you can be. You even invited an FBI guy to a bar for drinks. You've done a good job protecting this town. And the folks here respect you for that. Nobody can blame you for anything.
Thanks. I do feel a little better.
His mustache looks like a horse just like stepped on his face. Just like on his mouth. Oh, Carol, you're probably gonna die soon.
Hey, Carol. Becky is dead. Diane, too. We've got Nick in custody as a suspect.
You're coming up quick.
Nick didn't do it.
I know. Carol, you took a locket from Diane, didn't you? A locket with this mark on it.
I think she can see it.
I'm busy, gotta go.
I'm busy, Gaga. I'm gonna walk all, sultry-like. Can you walk sultry-like? Is that... You could talk, like, with a sultry tone.
Something funny about should see us. I am stealing haze from the night, my space. I dream of feet.
Dream of feet.
Conscience of mine, innocence. Everyone's just written out to know. Life is but a dream.
Epic. The 37 months. I dream of feet. It's time to go, George. Yeah, one person.
Sorry to
clapped.
keep you waiting, boys.
Zack, Emily is already a goddess of the forest.
What's that, York?
Let's forget work for a bit and drink a little, shall we?
York? Why is she here?
I just thought the more the merrier. You know, to relax and get loose. Is this a problem?
No, of course not. Pardon me, Emily, but I'm pooped. I think I'll just call it a night.
Pardon me, Emily,
George,
but a horse
I
just
just
stepped on my
got here
mouth.
and you're walking out on me? I was hoping the three of us could have a drink and let out a little steam.
I'm afraid I've already had enough. And I already had a good man-to-man with York. So I'll see you guys.
The flies. I'm concerned about the flies. Agent York.
I think George likes
Emily,
you.
not showering
But
is
he's
very
avoiding
good
you
for
all
your
at the
hair.
same time.
How astute.
There's a reason?
Nothing worth going into. It's a thing of the past.
Bum, bum.
Okay. He did ask me out when I first came to town. I was still in high school. But I never really considered him my type. And there's the age gap thing, too. I respect him, of course. I wouldn't have taken this job otherwise.
This is dude with like a black eye. So he just got punched.
So, did you move to this town alone?
Of course not. I came with my parents.
Tell me about them then.
Sure, why not? My dad dealt in stocks in New York. He was hardly at home when I was a kid. Always
One of the
working.
flies flew in his eye.
Those pieces of paper were far more important to him than I was. Which is no different now, really. I don't see much of him.
It's okay, it's good for you.
My mother? Totally different story. A wonderful person that I still respect. She was always kind and understanding. Not only that, but she would always help me find my way. She could be fierce, too, scolding me if I took a wrong step. We had our battles, sure, but all in all, she was a wonderful mother.
Past tense?
Yeah, she's gone now. Cancer, just before I graduated high school. She gave this to me just before she died. I take it with me wherever I go. It's what I treasure most.
Is it a bug?
I'm sure she's very proud of you.
The fuck? Just like a little golden beetle. It's a fucking weird family. It's a leaf. Yeah, that would make more sense.
I had a good time
Galaxy of
tonight.
Terror.
Good night,
See you tomorrow.
York.
Yes.
Please, don't lie to us, okay?
I won't. Don't worry. I won't.
What does that even mean? What are you lying about? The bugs are just flying into the cigarette. He's just smoking dead bugs and stuff. It's pretty much what vaping is. Did you know that? A lot of vape oil is just made out of bugs. So it's kind of, it gives you some protein. It's pretty much the same thing. Should York be driving after drinking?
Picking up from where we left off.
Whoa,
So
lightning.
This case turned into a multiple homicide. What
You got
kind of
this.
motives turn a criminal into a serial killer? Is it hedonistic? Ritualistic? Copycat crime? Sex-related? Cannibalistic? From the Bureau of
Cannibalistic.
Statistics. These interesting ideas don't always really explain the real motive.
Bah!
They're just words. Phrases that the media uses to scare
The
citizens.
bugs are Zach.
The spotlight falls on a mere 1% of all cases.
Only one of them
Only
is.
the weird ones.
You understand all this, right, Zach? Oh, Zach, we're here. Let's continue our chat later.
How much to donate to give York a shower? I don't know. He likes it. Look at him. He's thriving.
Zach, let's
Can't
go over
deprive
our
him of
progress.
From what Olivia told us, and the sketchbook we found at Becky's house, Nick and Diane became our primary suspects. There were a couple of reasons for this. First, Becky gave the missing locket to Diane. Also, Nick has no alibi for when Anna and Becky were killed. We followed Nick to the art gallery, which led us, unfortunately, to our third victim. The third victim, Diane, was strung up in the entrance hall of the art gallery. Her hands were tied and a knife was sticking out of her chest. However, there was a marked difference from the previous crimes.
Do you remember what that was, Zach? No, that's not it, Zach. Think back more carefully. What was different from the other crime scenes?
I have no idea.
That's right. Diane was still alive. This suggests that very little time had passed since the crime was committed,
Very little time.
which means the criminal was still close by. It was someone near the scene. There are two possible candidates. Nick, who was knocked out in the entrance, and one other.
Zach, who was the other person in the gallery?
Fucking Kaysen.
That's right. Kaysen.
Hiding in the
We
floor.
followed Willie, good dog, all the way to him. Cason's statement came out as follows. He and Diane were in a physical relationship. That was why he visited the gallery. The two were in the middle of such a meeting when Nick showed up. Diane lost her cool and shut Cason up in the basement. Now, what did Cason hear when he was locked up?
Boots.
That's it. The sound
Petite
of boots passing
feet.
by. Nick was wearing boots that day, which means it was likely that Diane met with Nick in her room. Nick said he argued verbally with Diane about her
This
playing
is
around
what it
with men,
sounded like
but
when
they
he walked
eventually
in the
decided to go out
room.
drinking to make up. However, immediately after that, Nick was attacked by someone in the entrance hall and knocked unconscious. We saw the rest.
Zach, do you think that Nick is our serial killer?
Me too. Asha sent in a report.
Look at that
too.
face.
He found a large volume of red seeds in Diane's stomach.
Red
This
seeds.
confirms her as a victim of the Raincoat Killer. Remaining leads. There is the locket, which is in Carol's possession, the man with the tattooed back, and the upside-down peace sign. There's a lot left to answer. I hope the coffee will give us more guidance tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know.
Zach, what did you think about George pouring his heart out? I was surprised. It's the end of a monarchy. And he called me York instead of Agent Morgan.
You know how big that bet is.
Emily? What's going on? Do you know what time it is?
I'm sorry. I couldn't sleep, so I was drinking alone.
The song changed 3
My mother
times in
was
like a minute.
Very kind woman. She always smiled so brightly. Baked cakes and cookies every day. She'd say that I needed the sugar because I spent so much time thinking.
It's like someone presenting their crotch in that painting.
My father was always quiet. We never talked much. He was a federal agent, just like me. And he was hardly ever at home. The only words he ever had for me were harsh ones. I had a vivid imagination, and I remember he once said this to me. There are plenty of crazy things in this world. You don't have to go dreaming them up. And it's my job to make sense out of them. One day you'll understand what I'm saying. I found out later that my father was one of the first to ever use criminal profiling to catch bad guys. And so now I'm doing exactly the same job that he did. Like father, like son.
Can I ask you something?
Shoot.
Mind if it's something personal?
Fire away.
Who's Zach?
Zach is a friend of mine.
Oh, so you do have friends.
Yeah. He's my only friend.
What kind of person is he then?
Well, I've never seen his face. But he's always with me, and we discuss everything.
When did you become friends?
A long time ago. Back when I was a child.
He looked like Data.
I was 7.
Mark Zuckerberg Data.
I woke up one morning to hear my mother crying
Asian
in
New
the living
York.
room. This wasn't normal, so I headed in to see her. My father was there pointing a gun at my mother. I was so scared. I closed my eyes, so I don't remember much more. But I do remember the words my father said to me. At times we must purge things from this world because they should not exist, even if it means losing someone that you love. When I came back to my senses, they were both dead. He shot my mother and then killed himself.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. Zach's with me. It was around that time that we became friends. I'm here. I'm with you, he said. I'll be here always. We can get through this together. Quite aside from that terrible scene in front of me, that voice seemed to make me calmer. And here we are, working together, getting through things. This is the first time I've ever told anyone about this.
Jesus Christ, York.
I wonder if Zach will get angry.
That's a sad story. But I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I'm sure there was a reason for what your father did.
I know. I think maybe I became an agent to find out why he did what he did.
Oh yeah, York, I forgot to thank you.
Thank me? For what?
You saved my life. If you didn't save me at the gallery, I would have died along with Diane.
No need to thank me for that. I'm pretty useless. I couldn't save Becky. I couldn't save Diane.
What did you just say? Useless? I was never expecting to hear you say that. Huh. There might be a modest guy in you after all.
Finally, you noticed? You're a little slow, aren't you?
Maybe hopeless, but not useless.
Zach, do you think Emily got home safely? Anyway, I think it's more serious of a situation than I thought.
Right, again.
Do you remember? Our conversation with Emily.
Boom, boom.
She's really interested in you. I think she's starting to have certain feelings for you. If that's the case, Zach, you and I are rivals. This is a very serious situation indeed. Well, if it comes to that, let it be a fair fight. Agreed?
That cookie looks pretty good.
Thomas! Thomas! Let me out of here! Come on, please! Just for a moment. 1 second. Hate it in here, Thomas. I'm going mad. I know you're there. Come on, please! Thomas! 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 Thomas!
That's just his normal voice.
Thomas! Thomas!
Thomas the Tank Engine. I dream of dream. Yeah, Twitch has been awful for me lately. It's been like breaking constantly.
Previously during the investigation.
So, you want to find out everything there is to know about Diane?
Agent York, Nick is leaving the bar.
Wait! She's still alive.
Stop right there, Nick. You're under arrest for the attempted murder of Diane Ames. Emily, hurry!
You saved my life.
No need to thank me for that. I'm pretty useless. I couldn't save Becky. I couldn't save Diane.
Boom. Which way? But where? Yeah, I've had it so like it seems like it's using up all the memory Chrome has at certain points. It's really bad. And then sometimes it's fine.
Open this door. There is no turning back. You still want to enter?
I do. It's better than staying here.
Very well then. Off you go.
Off you go.
Look carefully, boy. At times, we must purge things from this world because they should not exist, even if it means losing someone that you love.
Got him.
Mr. Morgan, do you want a refill?
Yes, thank you.
Is the coffee that good, Mr. Morgan?
Coffee is a vital investigative tool. I know exactly what to do now.
Harry?
It says to hurry, and the first letter of each line is H-A-R-R-Y. Hurry to Harry. Looks like the time that he was talking about has come. Let's go pay the problematic rich boy who owns half of the town a visit. Polly, I think I'm going to go see Harry today.
Oh, really? He's a little strange, but I think he's the most trustworthy one around here. I think you'll have fun with him.
If you say so, Polly, then we probably will.
Of course! Now, give me your cup, and I'll give you some more coffee.
I'll I'll see you later, Polly.
I'll see you later, Polly.
Mr. Morgan, what about the coffee? Don't you want a refill? Your coffee!
I like how the floor just looks like camo. Of some kind. Need to get some snacks. And then she had a heart attack. Those cookies, though? $30 for some cookies? Better be worth it.
Hey,
Shit.
am I still a suspect?
No.
Okay, well, good. My wife and I have been living separately for over 3 years now. Diane, she's a single woman, so this shouldn't be a problem.
That's true.
I feel so bad for Diane, though. Gosh, did you find out who did it?
I can't discuss that.
Yes, of course, I understand. You don't have to tell any of the folks around town about me and Diane, do you?
No, I won't do that. But it's a small town. I'm sure the rumors have started already. Nothing to be ashamed of, right? What's there to worry about?
Nothing in particular. No, nothing at all. I'm clean as the sheets in this hotel. What's with that look? We don't have a problem, right?
It looks like Kaysen is involved with another woman in town. We can only hope it isn't Emily.
Ba-da-da. The song in the background, the piano sounds like Castlevania almost a little bit. It's like a lounge version. Has anyone seen a payphone in the past few years? I feel like there aren't payphones anymore. I mean, that's definitely true, but none at all. Like, I remember using one like 10 years ago when my phone died one time when I was driving at like a gas station. Other than that, I feel like I haven't seen one. Yeah. There's some in the UK. Airports. Yeah, I would imagine there'd probably be some there. I feel like everywhere that I grew up where there was a payphone, it's just gone now, though. Interesting. Yeah, airports make sense, or like a bus depot, or like a rent-a-store, or something like that, maybe. I guess it depends. Maybe in inner cities and stuff like that. I'd imagine the cost to maintain them in some places is just like doesn't make sense. Also, Demons, thanks for gifting me Doom 3 the other day. That was nice of you. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired as hell. I know it's only been 2 hours, but I was saying earlier it was gonna be a short stream anyways, so I'm gonna hit the hay. I'm fucking beat, dude. But I wanted to get in here and do a little stream. I'll probably be back around tomorrow or later on today. So thank you guys for coming by. I appreciate it. I'll see you later on. Take care of yourselves. I'll drink some water. And I'll probably see you later on. All right, everybody? All right.